What is up and what is popping, y'all? It is your girl Maya back at it again with another video. I am so excited that you're here. Now listen, y'all loved my last video when I was giving y'all tips on how to dress elevated and classy on a budget, okay? The key is on a budget. So here we are with part 2. I have some amazing tips to share with you guys that I think are going to elevate your everyday style while still remaining on a budget. And I tell y'all this all the time, so you should know by now, but dressing modest and classy does not mean that you have to dress boring. Glorifying the Lord with what you put on your body doesn't mean you have to hide your sense of style. So today I'm sharing 8 tips that are going to help you feel confident, classy, and elegant, all while still glorifying God. And if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, join the fam. Y'all already know I got content coming out on a weekly basis for you. So if you're looking for a sister in Christ, then make sure to hit that subscribe button and also send my channel to a friend so we can continue to expand and grow together. All right, let's hop right into tip number 1. Tip number 1 is invest in timeless pieces. I know that we have lived in a society where trends are definitely a thing, especially when it comes to clothing. I feel like every other day there's a new clothing trend and it's really hard to keep up, and it can also be financially taxing to keep up. If you keep up with me, then you would know that I actually went through my entire wardrobe and I got rid of most of my fast fashion items that were just trendy and cute at the time, but actually didn't end up standing the test of time. And I think the trap with fast fashion is you can buy so much and then it only lasts you a month or two, and now you have to buy it again and again and again. So I am big on just being a mindful consumer now. That's something the Lord is working on with me, and it's definitely been a journey, but investing in timeless pieces that are a bit more high quality is actually going to save you money in the long run. Because like I said, fast fashion, yes, it is cheap, but you have to repurchase and repurchase and repurchase. So even if you have to save up for a couple of seasons to actually get that timeless piece that you want, whether it be a trench coat or a top that you've been eyeing, a really nice sweater, and even some basic items, I would definitely say do not chase the instant gratification and invest in pieces that are actually going to stand the test of time. And when it comes to your timeless wardrobe staples, you cannot play about your quality. These are items that you're going to be wearing on a weekly basis, so they have to be built to last. So whether you're getting some basic tops in, maybe some jeans, some sweatpants, I would highly recommend quality over quantity. And I actually want to hop into today's sponsor, Classy Network. You guys know I talk about Classy Network all the time, and it's only right to put Classy Network in a classy girl video because they are the classy girls. You guys know I'm all about where modesty meets elegance, and I can really say that Classy Network does that so well with all of their basic tops that are just perfect for everyday wear. You can dress these up, you can make them super cute, or you can make them casual, but all of their items are built to last and to support you. This first one is their loose high neck. I have so many different colors of these because they're gorgeous, they're amazing quality, and they just support you in all the right places. And I mean that literally, because all of their tops have built-in support, so there's no need to wear a bra. And if you're looking for a really classy look, not having your bra strap showing is a key. I also got another one of their solid long sleeves. The support on these are amazing. Like every single one of their tops is gonna have this built-in bra support. Especially if you're a mom and you just gotta throw something on real quick, you're gonna love Classy Network. I got this really pretty like eucalyptus color, perfect for the spring. I absolutely loved the neckline on this top, and usually this top would be an absolute no-go for me because there's no way to avoid your bra strap showing, but since it does have that built-in support, I can now rock this neckline. So if you've ever struggled with bra drama, you need to check out Classy Network. You can click the link in my description or scan the QR code on the screen and use my code CLASSY845 to receive 20% off of your first order. And don't forget to tell them that Maya sent you. I promise you, these are going to elevate your classy wardrobe. All right, hopping right into tip number 2, the 3 color rule. Listen, I know it's very easy to be matchy-matchy, and unless you're going for an intentional monochromatic look, meaning all of your outfit is the same color intentionally, I would definitely recommend using the 3 color rule. This is when you choose 3 different colors that complement each other to create a dynamic and full outfit. So instead of you just having a white top with blue jeans and white shoes, you can do a white top, blue jeans, white shoes with maybe like a black belt and a black purse to tie everything together without feeling too matchy-matchy. I have found that this creates a much more dynamic and put together look. And with this, you can also add patterns subtly. So say you do like your white top with your blue jeans, with your white shoes, maybe adding like a cheetah print bag with some fun glasses just creates a bit more depth to your look. It makes it look like you really put in an effort, even though it's a super simple outfit. So I'm gonna have some examples on the screen for you guys just so you can see what I'm talking about. But I'm telling you, the 3-color rule is gonna change the game for you. People are gonna be like, oh, she can dress just by simply implementing this super easy trick. All right, hopping right into tip number 3. Tip number 3 is mix casual and classy pieces. And I'm actually doing exactly that today. You guys can't see because I'm not standing up, but I actually have a full-on black jumpsuit, which I would consider to be very casual. And I elevated it with this super cute sweater that's a little bit more elevated, adds a little bit more oomph to the outfit. Let me show you. I love this sweater because of this little gold detail. I think it's so cute. The fit cinches in and it's just got a really nice pattern to it. And it's just, you know, cute and elevated. And by me simply adding this sweater to this jumpsuit, it just took my outfit to the next level, because I could have just wore the jumpsuit. It would have been cute. It would have been okay. But I feel like the sweater just ties everything together. And when I do leave out of the house, I'm gonna put on some cute shoes, maybe even some like cheetah print flats. Hold on, let me show you what I mean. Let me show you. Okay, back to the 3-color rule. This is a perfect example. I've got on black and white, but to spice it up, I can add some of this dark brown into it for my shoes, tie the brown in with my purse, and this, chef's kiss. Such a cute little outfit simply by adding some patterns that necessarily don't match, but they coordinate with each other. So the stripes and the cheetah, this is so cute. I'm about to wear this when I leave the house. So all that goes to say, don't be afraid to mix styles, mix textures, and create a dynamic look that's still comfortable. Because I don't know about y'all, I got kids, so I can't be out here dressed with stilettos, a little dress all day. No, I'm usually gonna look casual, comfy, and that's because I'm combining casual and chic pieces. Which leads me perfectly into tip number 4, and that is always make an effort. Now listen. I understand, okay? Life is gonna come at you, and sometimes the last thing you're thinking about is what you're going to wear that day. But I have been in a season of my life where I didn't prioritize the way I looked. I was always like the last person I thought about, and it really showed. It showed in my mental health. It showed in the way that I just thought about myself. And when I really started to put just a little bit of time every single day into how I present myself, I always feel so much better. Like for me, I can't get any work done or be productive unless I'm like together. I've showered, I've done something, maybe just put a little makeup on, even just a casual loungewear set around my house. But if I stay in pajamas all day, I'm just not going to have a good day. I can promise you that. So something as simple as throwing on a cute little matching set, brushing your hair, maybe doing a light makeup look is just gonna make all the difference when you step out of your house, or even if you're just in your house. You're gonna feel much better about yourself, and you're overall just gonna feel a lot more put together. And I have just found that being consistent in this has just made it a lifestyle for me. So then when it comes time for me to really dress up, I'm already in the habit of putting myself together, so there's not really much thought that has to go into it. Let me know if that made sense. All right, leading us right into tip number 5. I feel like these points are flowing with each other because I just talked about how important it is to like put your face together, brush your hair, and tip number 5 is do soft glam that enhances your natural beauty. I'm going to insert a picture of what I looked like when I did really heavy makeup that just did not match my facial features. Hear me clearly. A lot of people use makeup as a form of expression, and I think that's amazing. But this video is specifically for the girls who really want to look classy, elevated in all of the things. Everyone has their own way of expressing themselves, especially when it comes to makeup. But I found when I mastered a makeup routine that actually accentuated my face and my features, like for example, I have really big eyes, and the space between my eyebrows and my eyelids is pretty significant. So when I was putting really heavy, dark eye makeup on, it just did not fit my eye shape. Even when it came down to my lash style, y'all, I've been freed from lashes and lash extensions, and I honestly think I just look a little bit younger. Now, hear me. If you have a natural lash extension set, I think it can absolutely elevate your makeup, but it's when we pick the style that just does not complement us that it's just not working out. For example, my eyes kind of like droop down just a little bit. They're not super droopy, but my actual eye shape is more round, so you're gonna see that they kind of go like this. If I was to put on lashes that were super weighted here at the wing, they would inevitably make my eyes look even more droopy and I wouldn't look snatched. So I decided to just ditch the lash extensions in general and let my natural lashes do the work, and I feel like my face just looks so much more cohesive and symmetrical now that I'm just doing my natural lashes, because my natural lashes are going to just go up. That's just how they grow. It was when I was just trying to do too much that I had just a lot of weight on my eyes, and it took away from the beauty of my eyes. Sometimes we're doing so much that it takes away from our natural beauty. So if you're trying to really master that classy look, I would say try to find a makeup look that really accentuates your natural features. All right, next up is tip number 6. Many may know this, but I just wanted to put it in here because we are entering in spring and we're gonna be wearing a lot of open-toed shoes, and something that can really elevate your outfit in the slightest way is actually matching your nails to your toes. Honey, it's about to be spring, okay? The toes are about to be free. I know we've been in sneakers and in boots and we've been hiding, but it's time for your toes to be freed. And I feel like a look really looks put together when your toes are matching your nails. I don't know. I just see all the details when it comes to an outfit, and that's always something I love, especially as we're getting into the warmer weather. So you guys know I'm always gonna pick something a little bit more basic. As we enter into spring though, I think I am gonna start experimenting with some more nail colors, but regardless of the color I choose, I always make sure to match my hands to my toes. It just creates a very nice cohesive look. We look very put together. Everything looks intentional. So if this is something you haven't been doing, I would recommend it because it's definitely gonna make your outfit look really nice and put together. Okay, tip number 7. I get a lot of questions about footwear, especially from moms who are like, listen girl, I'm not wearing no heels. And I completely understand. I just started wearing heels to church this year. I went like a year and a half, just no heels. I was pregnant. A lot was happening. It wasn't gonna work out for me. So it's like half the time heels are just not practical, which leads us into our 7th tip: neutral sneakers and ballet flats. I love to see that ballet flats are back in. I always thought ballet flats were cute, okay? A lot of people would clown them, but it's literally like a heel without a heel. Who doesn't want a heel without a heel? I want a heel without a heel. I don't want to deal with the heel. I like the pointy toe. I like that look. I like how it goes with my outfit, but I don't want to wear a heel. And that's where ballet flats come in. Specifically pointy toe ballet flats. I think they're so cute because again, it kind of does replicate that stiletto feel without actually having to wear stilettos. So if you're ever conflicted with your outfit, make sure you have some ballet flats on hand and also some neutral sneakers. There are so many instances where I've added a neutral sneaker to like a dressy look and it still looks really great because the sneakers are not distracting. They're not like athletic sneakers or they're not super bright, but they help the outfit to flow. And though they may not be the focal point of the outfit, they're also not a distraction from the outfit. So if you're like heels are a no for me, I would definitely recommend getting a couple pairs of neutral sneakers and a couple pairs of ballet flats, specifically like a black pair of ballet flats, a white pair of ballet flats, a red pair, and then one like funky one, like those cheetah print ones that I just showed you. I think having a few of those on hand is definitely gonna create more options when it comes to picking your outfit. Okay, and our last tip for today is probably my favorite, and you know I gotta bring it full circle here, and that is class comes from within. Now you can follow every single one of these steps. You can have the cutest wardrobe, the cutest hair. I mean, you got a Brazilian blowout every single day. The makeup is bomb, the shoes are bomb, all the luxury bags. You just look so good, you smell amazing, but out of your mouth comes rubbish. You're rude, you're nasty, you're mean, you're just not a kind person. Then none of that matters. The Bible even speaks about this, like don't just wash the outside of the cup, wash the inside too. Sometimes we put a lot of pressure on the exterior that we forget about the work that needs to be done on the heart. And y'all already know where I'm going with this. And the only one who can truly fix your heart, who can truly fix the way that you show up in the world, is Jesus Christ. So if you don't have a personal relationship with Jesus, I do believe that all of this stuff really doesn't matter at the end of the day. Like, this is just the icing on top of the work that the Lord has done within me personally, and I pray that he's doing that same work in you, just transforming your way, transforming the way that you show up, the way that you speak to others, how kind you are to people, and just really being a good person. So class truly does come from within. All right, y'all, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you got a little bit of inspiration and some tips. If you have any more tips, make sure to leave them in the comment section down below. I love to read your guys' tips and just to create a whole community around this. Again, everybody has their own sense of style and how they decide to show up in the world. This is how I decide to show up in the world, and I know a lot of women have asked me how to do the same, so that is why I make these videos. Do not feel the pressure to make this your style. It may just not be, and that's totally okay. This is for the girls who are interested in how to dress like this and show up in this way. But regardless of how you dress, again, class does come from within, honey, okay? So I love you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you for tuning into this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up and send it to a friend, and I will see you guys next video.